What is up, my boys? It is a beautiful Friday here in the Pacific Northwest. Not raining. Currently, apparently there's a winter storm going on in Portland and up there and maybe like 30 miles east and west from I-5. It's pretty snowy. But today we got some freaking goodies over here. As you guys can see, we're going to be doing an unboxing. I'm finally, possibly the final steps that I needed here for the M240i. As you guys can see here, we got, I think, some goodies here that you guys might be somewhat familiar, maybe not. Some 750cc injectors, PI plate, spacer. You might be wondering, what is all this wiring and hoses and wiring and whatnot? Well, that's right, boys. We got a double pumper setup. Billet top hat from Precision Raceworks. Spacer. Raceworks. Shout out my boy Cody for hooking me up on that deal. Shout out Facebook Finds. Shout out Facebook Finds. I'll let you guys know exactly what this is. If you guys are very familiar with this kind of thing or setup, if you guys aren't, I'll kind of break it down a little bit. So normally, when it comes to the B58 platform, or BMW cars, Euro cars, a lot of them are DI, direct injected, instead of being, kind of like standard Japanese cars where there's a few round injectors and you can swap them out. Port injected, essentially. What we're doing here is doing a port injection kit on the B58. Very similar, pretty proven. It's been done a bunch of times, but I'm gonna run, of course, the PI setup from Precision Raceworks completely. AFS 640 fuel pump double pumper setup, the spacer, but you need something to control that. If you guys know, you know. You might be wondering, what the fuck's in this big ass box? Well,
you don't like the dance? Come on, do the cha-cha. Shorty Spanish, so she like to call me. You don't like the dance? Come on, do the cha-cha. Shorty Spanish, so she like to call me.
that's right. We got a 6470 cast manifold from Doc Racing. It is an older discontinued cast manifold that I found for a deal with this baller ass 6470. There's a cast manifold setup that I got. Pretty good deal on it. Dual wastegate setup. Has the dumps, downpipe, charge pipe. Also got the Reflex in. Super excited about this. This was a steal as well. Bam, brand new Reflex setup with the harness, plug and play, you name it. The full setup is complete finally. I am actually technically missing one sensor for the Reflex setup, and that is the 0 to 10 bar sensor. That's going to be connecting to this. Technically screws in right here. Bada bing, bada boom. So I'm really happy that I got everything together. Of course, I definitely wanted to go with a Doc Racing manifold. Obviously, they have the updated tubular setup, but I got an outdated, discontinued cast manifold that should still do more than plenty enough work. Is a twin wastegate, as you guys can see, twin wastegate, 40mm tile wastegates there. The dumps, down pipe, charge pipe, everything, complete setup, fittings, clamps, you name it. It pretty much came with everything. There might be a few things missing, but that's okay. Also got the complete Reflex setup as well. Pretty much complete. It's literally brand new, as you guys can see. Brand new harness, plug and play from spool. Ethanol sensor as well came with it. Brand new. I got it for a freaking steal. Everything I got for a really good steal. I am piecing everything together here for a really good deal. We'll start off with the PI plate and injectors. Again, shout out my boy Cody for the hookup. It's off his fully built 340i Gen 1. If you guys didn't know, Gen 1, Gen 2 plates work. And realistically, he told me the things that were wrong with it. He definitely recommended me get new hardware, which is not a big deal. And to get new gaskets, which cost about $75. So I got the whole setup with the injectors, 750cc injectors that are right in that baggie. $500 deal. I've looked on Facebook Market, and you can definitely find the same similar deal with maybe 850cc injectors, sometimes 900cc injectors. If you're lucky, 1050s, but that's a little far stretched, realistically speaking. But you can definitely find the setups on Facebook Market. Hookups, definitely. If you want to find some deals, I'm telling you, even if you don't have social media, Facebook Market is the place to be. I am telling you, you will thank me later. Like I mentioned, $500 bucks that I bought from my homie, so we don't count that with Facebook Market, but you can definitely find the deals there. The Reflex, this is where Facebook Market comes in. Reflex setup, normally about $1,200, $1,300 setup, completely with the ethanol sensor, fittings, whole 9 yards. Since I'm going to complete standalone with a fuel rail, or sorry, fuel pressure regulator and different lines, and going with, you know, the double pumper setup there with an extra top hat fittings and whatnot. I don't need a lot of extra stuff, but nonetheless, normally it's about $1,200, $1,300 setup, brand new, up to about $1,500. I got the Reflex setup with the fittings, you name it, everything in here. The ethanol sensor with the harness for the injectors, the plug-and-play spool setup, the standard plug-in harness, plug-and-play harness, $775 shipped through PayPal. Found it on Facebook in Chicago. Find your deals, offer them different prices. He wanted $900, I offered him $700. He did not want to budge at $800. Threw him a $750 offer. He took it. I paid shipping, $775. Steal. Normally $1,300, $1,400. Not here. So again, you can definitely do it on a budget. This one's probably the best deal of everything that I've got. The turbo setup is a good deal. It's a little bit outdated. You can probably piece it a little cheaper if you actually looked really hard, but this was a complete setup. We'll do that last. But the best deal out of everything that I've bought so far, it's definitely the double pumper setup. It is a AFS Precision Raceworks AFS 640. So it has the dual 450s. As you can see, fuel pressure regulators over here, inline filter, everything, the whole harness, whole 9 yards, everything's in here. They don't take all of it out. But that was the steal of the day on Facebook Market. Guy wanted $900, $1,200, $600. He kept asking a bunch of prices. Finally, after talking him down, complete setup. I'm telling you, complete setup. Everything's just kind of apart everywhere. $400. Normally $1,800 setup. $400 fucking dollars. Ridiculous. It only took me a 3-hour drive to Bend, which I wasn't really upset. It was snowy. It was pretty. I took the X3 M40i that's currently not here. But that was probably the best deal. Got that earlier this month. Of course, the Reflex setup is right here. Brand new in box still. Everything brand new in box. Literally came in this box right here. Brand new in box. The turbo kit came with a 6470 precision turbo. So you can see a little spoolie boy. Big spoolie boy, actually. But as big as my fist. Literally. Oh, my fist, my whole fist in there. Huh? Fist that big. Anyways. 6470 precision turbo. Looks like it's been used. It's gonna use cleaning, but it's fine. No shaft play whatsoever, which is kind of nice. I mean, spins perfectly fantastic, no issues. Cast manifold, so it's a little heavier than a standard, standard tubular setup that they sell now. But this is one of the OG cast stock racing setups that I really wanted. I actually looked at. My buddy Cody, who sold me the plate, actually has it on this really clean 340i. So it must be good. He's making some good power. Same tuner. We're gonna go with STI Mikey. Shout out STI Mikey. Shout out Jazz. Once put everything together here, we're gonna hit him up for a base map and then see what we can make. Realistic goals on a stock trans, stock turbo, on the 750cc injectors. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Stock trans is going to really limit me, but that'll be a different story for a different time. We're gonna definitely upgrade the trains on this thing eventually once we get a little bit more funds.